Hello, how are you guys? Let me share my presentation. I literally have 20 minutes, so I hope to go super fast. And please put your headphones on and listen to me while cleaning the house, doing laundry, doing the dishes. Don't worry about what I'm sharing, just listening to me. It's gonna be fun. Anyways, hello, hello. Um, First things, I want to thank everybody that was able to join our Back to Routine Aperitivo last Friday. If you were not there, well, you're listening now. And I'm just glad that you're here in this amazing active community because, again, if it was not for you guys, I would be in bed crying about my burned crackers. What happened was that, yeah, last week was super intense. Kids back in school, life is back to routine, and it feels good. But for sure, the load was intense. And trying to multitask at 4 a.m., I woke up to finish my presentation for the Friday night. And then I left something in the oven, and I was like, oh, before class, 5:45, I'm gonna turn off the oven. And it was good for like the big stuff, the pies that I had in the oven, but not for the poor crackers. And again, how are you guys? I'm just like those crackers. So if you feel overwhelmed, you went back to work after maternity leave, you're trying to, schedule all the kids' activities as I'm doing. We are all in this together. Um, okay, let's see. And that's literally the reason for which every September, end of August, I want to start with this sentence. Always believe that something great is about to happen. 10 years ago, I brought my Italianness to the United States, and here I am 10 years after, for sure happy and with a big community with me, but I'm still feeling like those crackers. As you know, as some of you know, so the highlights of my summer was my re-wedding 10 years ago with my husband, the person that made me move to the United States. I really, really didn't want to. Um, we signed a paper in New York, close to the city hall, very close to Brooklyn Bridge. And then we promised to our family and friends. Nobody knew about our wedding there. I went back to Italy to do my visa, and then I showed a video of that day to, my grandpa, my grandma, my dad, my mom, my in-laws, my friends. And everybody was pretty astonished and were like, "What did you do? Why you didn't tell us?" We didn't want to share with them because we knew they would have loved to join us and they couldn't. So we promised a wedding, and finally, after 10 years, we did it. And as you can see, we had all our peoples there. It was like such an amazing weekend. 30, 40 Americans from Boulder and yeah, from also other part of the United States join us there. It was such a beautiful moment. And Dame Georgia thought that our re-wedding could be the end of our expat roller coasters. But then, of course, looking at the logo of our wedding, Never Stop, um, I realized that, of course, it was not the end of our roller coaster. And that's why I'm going to have a beautiful single parenting year because my husband took his sabbatical year from CU after achieving his tenure track position, and he moved to San Francisco, and he's gonna do Monday through Friday, coming back at midnight on Friday to spend the weekend with us. We see. And again, they will know beautiful dresses anymore because life is gonna be intense. My heels are not gonna be there anymore. My perfect bride braid is not gonna be there anymore, and it's gonna be a cranky braid. Even that day, and of course, I organized all the re-wedding with 140 people because it didn't help at all. And as you can see, I was the star of the show. And yeah, as usual, leading people, my family, my husband, my kids. For who doesn't know me yet, I started to do judo when I was 5 years old. I became a judo coach in 2009. Then I studied nursing school and I started to work as a nurse back in the days. I was an ICU nurse post heart surgery. And then when we moved to the United States, I started to try to recognize my degree. Um, and it was hard. The pandemic hit. They didn't let me work as a nurse because the papers were not ready. So I kind of had to reinvent myself. Thanks to Fio, my first student and best friend here in Boulder, that she knew that I was an athlete before, a very active person. So she asked me like to lead her and to help her to move her body while we were all stuck at home. And that's how I became a fitness instructor. I started to work for CU Boulder at the rec center in I think 2021 or 2, I forgot. And then I also collaborate with City of Boulder. I'm now collaborating with JCC as a pregnant and postpartum coach. And then as Giorgia fitMindset as your active coach. Today we're gonna mention a little bit of a history of Giorgia fitMindset and then talking about the new season 2026-2027, and then we're going to conclude with the back to routine tips and advice. History, this is the first video of Giorgia fitMindset. As you can see, you can barely see my face because it was all a learning process through the year. I am not a computer science person as my husband. I hate working in front of a laptop, but I had for sure to learn about it. So again, what I want to say here is that one student in 6 years, I was able to help 349 moms. And it's more for me to, know what are my what's my vision and feel fulfilled every morning when I wake up, because I know that on top of just moving my body with you guys, I can also like support your motherhood journey. On Instagram, on YouTube, you can find free workouts, advice and tips. We have beautiful t-shirt if you ever want to get one. And then on the website, you can always also buy on-demand products. So guides, PDF, interactive guides, videos, workout, workshop. So yeah, check it out. It's a pretty cool online store. Vision of Giorgia fitMindset. Active routine. I want all my moms to think that their active routine is their comfort zone. You don't have to, but you need to go, go, go. We talk about routine, commitment, accomplishment, personal space, goals, fun always, wellness, excesses, and balance. Principle of Georgia fitMindset, most of them comes from judo and from the Japanese history and values. How many life falls did you take? Fall 7 times and stand up 8. Principles are adjustability, frugal living, bravery, perseverance, respect, friendship, efficiency, balance, ikigai. The gentle way, judo means the gentle way, as soft as you need, as hard as you want. The happiness of always being engaged. That's me. When you start to know me, you know me, and I'm always there, moving with new ideas, trying to learn, trying to do better. So it could be from, again, yoga, stretching, running a marathon, whatever you name it, I'm gonna be there for you to help you to find joy in movement and in purpose. So exactly, that's why I'm here, sharing my passion for sport as a judo athlete and beyond, leading you through the classes, teaching body and mind care, supporting you through the empowerment, coaching to find your long-lasting active routine. I want to mention something. Last week, coming back from Italy, I went to the CrossFit gym where I teach the Moms Lifting Club. We'll talk more about that. And the owner of the gym, Monique, she's such a sweet person, and she was like so excited to talk about the rewedding. And she was like, Georgia, you could make a business out of it. And I was like, whoa, 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 you move like 140 people in a tiny village in Italy, and they are all so happy about that experience. It could literally be your new business or, a side business. And I'm like, no, it was so hard, but it's also, was so fun because I did that for all my friends, right? And she was like, okay, well, think about it. And then the day after, one of my friend, we went running. I asked her to help me out with my marathon training that is not going very well. And while we were running, kind of at the end of the run, she was like, Georgia, I just want to tell you that I'm a little bit afraid of you burning out soon because your business, yes, is growing. Georgia Fit Mindset is amazing. We all love it. But it seems that you are always on business mode. And I kind of took it like in a bad way. And I was like, no, I'm not, like I just want to share and my passion for sport and help you guys to like move your body, find your way to move your body. But that sentence think for like 12 hours preparing the slides for today. And then I was like, well, she's right. I'm always on business mood. Why? Because I've been doing that since I was a kid. I was the motivator, the leader of my judo team. A couple weeks ago, my best friend, we have been doing, elementary school together and then judo together every day, is like a sister for me. She is that kind of person that she goes all in for like 3 months and then she doesn't do anything for the rest of the year. And she started to run, right? And I did crazy stuff to join her on her like super slow run, but just to like show her how proud of her, stepping in out of her comfort zone and not just going to the gym and maybe doing, some like 3 pounds weights, but trying to run. And she wants to sign up for a half marathon. And I'm like so happy for her. So again, yes, that's what I've been doing for my entire life. And that's what happened me to think about this new season. If you go on the website, this actually is a thing that is already there because with the marketing team, we thought about that through last year. So we'll talk about Georgia Fit Mom, Georgia Fit Maternity, Georgia Athlete Mom, one-on-one personal training. But the point is that I love my active community and having you guys to work out with me, it's just what I need every day. And when I mention you guys with my friends back in Italy or friends here that are not part of the of Georgia Fit Mindset, I say like my moms. Because no matter what, you can be a busy mom, you can be a pregnant or postpartum mom, a perimenopausal mom, an athlete mom, but what you need is accountability and fitness guidance. And so basically, what do? You work out with Georgia. And that's where I want to go back. Like, what's Georgia Fit Mindset? Is me leading you, helping you with accountability, helping you to show up for yourself, and then, of course, supporting you to achieve your fitness goal. So now we're going to talk more about the schedule. Just because I know our life are a mess, I work so hard to bring the schedule, like trying to make it as simple as possible. 6 a.m. Monday through Friday, only on Zoom for now. 9 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday are in person. Then we have noon classes, midday classes on Tuesday and Thursday, in person or online. And then we have our lifting club, Mom's Lifting Club, 1:15 Monday and Wednesday. And then after Labor Day, we resume our amazing family class at 4:30 at the Judo Gym. On top of that, this is the program, this is the schedule. On top of that, you can do one-on-one personal training. You can join our masterclass, the park workout. You can hike or run with me every other Friday. Every other Friday is a hike, every other Friday is a run. You can do the workshop and you can join all the special events. When we talk about the workout program, there are two plans. One is the teaching, and it's just going to a gym. It's called Giorgia Fit Mom, and you have 12 strength conditioning workout live on Zoom or in person. And then you have 4 recordings a week. So if you miss a class, you can always go back on the library and do a workout on your own. We have 1 stretching session a week that is live on Zoom. So with a total of 90 different classes. And again, the motto here of the teaching program is show up, no more excuses. There is a building up method. You see, we have a review week that is going to actually be next week. So from August 31st. And we go through all the exercises of the program. We slow down and we kind of work on form. And then we go into go, go, go. That is level 1 of the program. And then we go on push. And then we go on top. Basically, every 5 weeks, we increase intensity on cardio and strength. This is the email that you receive once a month with the workouts that you can do on demand, so with the videos, so you can also follow the program on your own if you cannot make 2 live classes. And then I also need to teach you how to take some time off because we live in the United States and we are kind of all workaholics, so we kind of need somebody to tell us to slow down and recharge. So we usually in this 4 months period, so September to December, we have a November fall break and a December winter break. Where, don't worry, you're gonna work out. You have the personal evaluation to do. So it's 3 workouts where are kind of benchmark workouts. And then after that, we're going to sit down for 20 minutes on a coaching call. And based on those numbers, on your goals, we set up goals for the following 4 months period. That in this case is gonna be, January, April, and then there is the summer period for months, May to August. This is the WhatsApp message that I send every Sunday with the recap of how many weeks you have been joining the program and the workout plan for that week. So again, talking more about this 4 months period starting on August 31st to December 31st. We have Monday, 6 a.m., 9 a.m., Tuesday, 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, Wednesday, 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., Thursday, 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, Friday, 6 a.m., and then after Labor Day, so it's Friday 11th, we are going to start our family class at 4:30, close to Target. And just to give you an overview of the workouts, is usually Monday is more focused on inner thighs. It's always a total body with some cardio intervals too. And then Tuesday is more core focus. Wednesday is stretching. We do a foam roller class. Sometimes yoga. And then Thursday is HIIT. And then Friday is more strong muscles. The coaching program is everything we said, plus the one-on-one everyday support. Every 4 months, you do the personal evaluation with those workouts and goal setting. You can be part of different programs such as Carbs Farm, the Italian meal plan, where I send 1 recipe a week. It's a joke about carbs because again from Italy, but it's actually there are recipes that helps you to improve your protein and fibers intake. And then there is organization, accountability, and then prenatal and postpartum workouts. Again, I check in on you every day, and is where I do problem solve. Carbs Farm, again, one recipe a week. We can also track macros. There is a WhatsApp group where everybody share their daily macros. And then organization, I help my students to, find the time to for self-care, build the support, establish the routine, be perseverant, become resilient. And then Giorgia Fit Maternity is part of the coaching program. So if you are like prenatal or postpartum, I encourage you to do the coaching program because we really need to like touch base every day and adjust based on where you are at. Prices for these two programs, the teaching is $110 a month, $400 for the 4 months period, the quadrimester, and then coaching is $150 a month, $560 for the 4 months period, and then drop-in classes is $25 a class. Moms Lifting Club is outside of those memberships. And it's Monday and Wednesday, 1:15 to 2:15 to 30 p.m. based on how much time do you have to stay with us. Again, he helps to build confidence, becoming stronger. And if you do the all-inclusive, so you do the coaching plus the lifting club, is $350 a month. For the 4 months period is $1,200. If you do drop-in, it's $35 a session. If you are a coaching member, you get the discount and it's $30 a session. 101 personal training, everything is, personalized. We meet 101 at the gym, on Zoom, and usually this is for moms that have schedule conflicts or specific needs. A hard postpartum rehab, runners, crossfitters, endurance, climbing, combat sport. If you have an injuries, rehab, advanced training, and all of that. For the 101, again, we can meet in the new gym here in my backyard. We can do outdoor running together. We can meet on Zoom. And 101 is a 120 session. 1-on-2 with your partner, with your friend, 165 a session. And then if you are a coaching member, you get discount for the 101. So 100, 101, 145, 1-on-2. Again, for sure, if you work 101, you get a personalized plans, plus you get faster result. Extra care, fast. You get an email every first Wednesday of the month. I share, of course, in the WhatsApp group, and then Instagram is where I share the most. We have the masterclass, is the park workout, super fun, second Saturday of the month. So save your dates. And there is 1 hour of workout here in South Boulder Martin Park. Plus there is always a guest speaker that shares about, we can take a look to the schedule. This 4 months period, there will be a Montessori specialist talking about how to build a family routine following the Montessori vision and values. And then there will be Karina Wanker, Real Food Roots. She's an amazing nutritionist. She's part of the community. She loves the lifting club. And we're going to talk about perinatal and perimenopause nutrition Q&A. And then there is Suzanne Neckerman, Pause and Reset. We're going to do meditation and mindful movement. And then December is usually like a fun one, Christmas gift. 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., Boulder Park, Martin Park. Workshop on demand. If you want, you can buy the workshop on the website, or We'll do pelvic floor as every year from February and May. Live classes on Zoom. I'm planning to do pelvic core and advanced training, a new workshop where similar to the pelvic floor workshop that you can buy on the website, but more for advanced training. And then I really want to talk about mom's pain, neck, wrist, hips, elbow, all our pains. And then hiking. I just sent yesterday the calendar of the hikes and runs. We do every other Friday, starting on this Friday. So it's gonna be 21st, 28th. We're gonna hike together. If you want to be part of the Google events, you just need to scan the QR code and I send you the calendar invites. Same for the running group. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and we're gonna talk about back to routine just in a second.